What's up?
Dude, where have you been?
Oh, yeah, so I was out looking for a little gift for you.
Oh, really? Yeah, what'd you get me?
Here you go.
An L?
Yeah, I'm giving them to everyone this year. Low quality fans of a high quality Bruins team that is a dub. 3 dubs in a row that I have to talk about. It's more than 3 dubs in a row. We can't stop catching dubs. They're just coming at us like crazy. But I wasn't able to talk about the Buffalo game or the Vancouver game. I apologize about the hiatus between the weekend getaway, which was supposed to be, on purpose, and it was great. We had snow in the mountains of North Carolina. It was wonderful. And then I come home and my computer's falling apart and my house is falling apart and my dog got surgery. Velma, she's fine. It was a prevention kind of thing, but she's all drugged up right now. If she starts barking, don't be surprised. Just things got crazy. And I didn't have the capability of making a video, and now I can. But doing a whole breakdown on games that happened almost a week ago now just doesn't make a lot of sense. I will say one thing about the Buffalo game. That shorthanded goal was bullshit. Tuck hooked Pasternak in the logo to create the turnover, and because we were on the power play, the ref was like, I can't call that, and put him on 5-on-3, and it directly led to a goal against us. Maybe just call it as you see it, ref. Anyway, that's just me. In the Vancouver game, kicked the crap out of him. Good for us. Good for us. Perfection line, as it's called. It got split up and then put together, then split up, then put together. In this game, it once again was split up. I think I like it better when it's split up and used more as like a nuclear code at the end of a game when we really need some offense going. I think I prefer it that way. Anyway, I think we'll be able to also do a Lindholm-McAvoy pair in those situations where we're just begging for a mismatch somewhere. It's nice to have that in the back pocket. But those were good games. This game, for the most part, not the most enjoyable thing in the world, but a dub's a dub. And we just keep winning. We're 15-2. We have gone 10-0-0 on home ice. The only teams in the league right now that are as impressive as we are the Devils, who just won their 11th game in a row. That's pretty crazy. And the Knights, who are 14-3, and honestly have had a harder schedule than us, especially with the travel that they recently had. It's basically these 3 teams, man. That's what you're looking at right now as far as your top tier at the moment. You gotta feel good about that. You gotta feel good about that. Olmark gets the start tonight, but Swayman is backing up already, which they talked about a neck injury. I don't know. Hopefully no one drug tests our team, because a little HGH seems like it's in the water as everyone's coming back from injuries so fast. So fast. So, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Smith once again scratched for Greer. Greer was invisible this entire game. Strawman in for Zaboral. I thought Strawman had a pretty solid game. And a win, like I said, makes us 10-0 at home. We're hosting the Philadelphia Flyers, who are dog shit. They're terrible. They're absolutely terrible. And they've been made better by 2 things. Tortorello, he has turned them into a bit more of a structured team defensively. Not great, but it's there. And Hart is having a complete resurgence and is keeping them in games they don't belong in. He could only do so much tonight. He has a .929 save percentage behind this defense. That's pretty dang good. Good for them. They don't kill penalties. They don't score on the power play. They don't win faceoffs. They don't defend. And they don't score at 5-on-5. The team's bad. And it's really fun. It's really fun for me. So, if we had lost this game, I honestly would have been shocked. Because you know how sometimes the Yotes beat teams and you're just like, yeah, sometimes bad teams beat good teams. When a team is on a streak like this, you shouldn't lose to the Flyers. That shouldn't be the game that knocks you back down a peg, you know? I don't think that's right. By the way, apparently Twitter is having an issue. I don't know. I don't keep up with the news. Everyone's mad at Elon Musk. I don't know anything about Elon Musk. I don't give a shit about Elon Musk, but apparently he's ruining Twitter, which sure, nothing's changed for me. I don't know. I'm not paying to be verified. I don't know. But my Instagram should be listed below as well. I'm going to start using that more just in case things get topsy-turvy. Of course, you can always message me there. You can message me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. Or you can message me in the Discord. We're just popping off. Like, comment, subscribe. Nailed it. Puck drops! And this was the most boring first period ever. 5:30 in. It is a lackluster start. And Freddie gets tripped. Tripped up in the D zone of all places. Like, they took an offensive zone penalty. Good. We go in the power play. It has McAvoy on it instead of 5 forwards, which I have enjoyed watching the 5 forwards because it's mayhem and chaos, and it makes me chuckle a little bit because I was just waiting for someone to really settle in and do it for a long time. Doesn't look like we're sticking with that. But we're going back to having McAvoy on it. I thought the power play looked mostly pretty good. We stay tied during this power play, mostly because Olmark makes a crazy bonkers save. I hate when Olmark has to be the best player on the ice for us to win a game. I don't hate it, but it's not like the ideal situation. I do hate when Olmark's the best player on the ice during our power play. That's not good. And that's basically all that happened this period. There is another penalty on us, 2:41 left. 2 seconds left of that. The Flyers take a penalty for too many men, which is just embarrassing. So we're 4v4 for 2 seconds, 40 seconds of power play, and then we're going to the next period. The first period was a nothing burger. Turnover after turnover after turnover. Pasternak and Marchand are not bad players. They weren't bad in this game. They could not keep the puck on their stick. Pasta's in his lazy mode. You know how he hibernates sometimes? Where he's just like, yeah, I'm going to smash a couple one-timers and turn the puck over a bunch. You're like, all right, Pasta, we'll live that with that because you'll do that for 3 games and then you'll score in 8 games straight. So, like, fine. He's in that hibernation mode right now, and it's brutal. But Marchand can't keep the puck on his stick. Just a mess. And I know the Bruins aren't known for having the best ice in the world, but god dang, guys. Bad first period. Second period, not much better. We get a minute 18 on the power play. Whatever. Do nothing with it. My next note is 8:35 left, and it's a goal. The first 12 minutes were just nothing. Turnovers, and it's not even good defensive structure. If anyone wants to tell you, well, they were just playing real tight, they were cutting away those passing lanes, bullshit. We just couldn't do anything. We kept passing the puck to them in our own zone. And Olmark had to either make a huge save or someone had to back check, lift the stick, try to send the puck back up, or we would sit in our structure and let them cycle around us and never actually get a shot on net. I don't even know if they had a power play shot on net this entire game. I'm going to list off more penalties they took. They might have. That's kind of a bold take. But they didn't have a lot of them. Just a brutal first half of the game to watch. First 30 minutes. But anyway, 8:35 left. Lindholm decides enough. Fucking enough, boys. Gets the puck in closer to our end of the ice, but in the neutral zone. Doesn't deke, but just keeps simple puck movements past 2 players while they're basically diving on him. Takes the offensive zone, kind of mishandles. Puck moves to the left circle to where Zacha is. Zacha collects, chucks it over to Foligno. Foligno dekes on Hart. Hart comes out, falling over, breaking ankles, but Foligno doesn't have the actual net to shoot at, so he's going to cycle around the net, fling it into the slot. Nosek is there. No one can recover in time, most of all Hart. Nosek buries it. Beautiful. Gorgeous. 1-0 on a Nosek goal. That's a 5-on-5 goal. Unlike the empty netter, this is really the monkey off the back. Good for Nosek, who has very much improved the last week or so, which we really needed to see. We're back to kind of just staring at that 4th right wing and just going, all right, that's the concern. Please think about that. Like, where are you most concerned? I don't love Freddie, but him on that left side of Coyle, fine. Fine. I'd rather Foligno be there right now, but fine. The right wing on the 4th line is the biggest place where I'm like, do we have a player to put there? That's it. I love our defense. Strawman or Zaboral, they'll toss in and out, whatever. Olmark in net, hell yeah. Swayman when healthy, I'm interested to see it again. Just nice to just be worried about that one spot on the fourth line. Immediately after that goal, DeBrusk walks into the slot and decides instead of shooting to pass to Hall, who has a zero angle bid and doesn't even get to collect the pass for a shot. If you are in the slot with enough space to shoot, you're like 8 feet away from Carter Hart. Fucking shoot. What are you doing? Jakey. And I thought my buddy Trevor made a good point about this. DeBrusk, you're not a lesser player anymore, man. Stop deferring. You can score. Shoot the damn thing. Shoot it. Anyway, 32 seconds left of that period. Hall retaliates on Sanheim's grab. They're always going to get the guy who retaliates. They're going to call him for slashing. We go to the penalty kill. We kill off that 32 seconds, and then we kill off the 128 of the next period. 2.5 minutes in, Olmark is going to go for interference. Obviously, he doesn't serve that. Hall is going to serve that. Penalty kill. Kill it. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. And then it's our turn. About 7 minutes in, a little less than 7 minutes, Willman for high sticking. Power play. So nice. Puck moves around. Our power play was moving this thing. And it's a typical setup, right? Everyone's looking for this. Pasta's in his office. He loads up. Pass to Pasta. He smashes it. But once in a while, they forget that when he smashes it, he also might be passing. A lot of teams know this, and they keep up with it through the game. But it just takes that one mental lapse. And they did. And DeBrusk's backdoor for a tap-in. It was a beautiful slap pass. Easy. 2-0. That game was over. Right there. I mean, there's no way you watched that game and went, the Flyers are scoring 2 goals in the last 11 minutes. There's just no way you thought that. And I was right, but they did make it a little interesting. 10:19 left. McAvoy's going to go to the box for interference. 6 seconds in, Tippett is going to score, largely because of a great screen by Cates. The puck gets moved over to Tippett, who's on that right circle, a little high on the right circle, and he's just going to risk this blocker side on Olmark. And Cates is right in front of Olmark. Olmark's going to complain, say goaltender interference. Cates never comes into the blue paint, and although there is contact with the paddle, it kind of seems like Olmark made the contact. There was no reason to challenge this. I'm glad we didn't, because we're now only up by 1 goal, and there's not a lot there to go off of. So it's a 2-1 game. They get the power play goal. Hard to see that as really a shortcoming on the specialty teams, except for having someone clear out in front of Olmark would have been a huge help there. 16 seconds later, Zacha just chases down a defender with a puck. The puck's going back into the offensive zone. He chases down the defender all over his body. One hand stick slaps the puck into the slot, where Krejci is just screaming down past everybody else. No one else is chasing as hard as Krejci is. He collects inside, outside, over Hart's glove. 3-1. Again, game, right? Absolute game. 5:15 left. Marchand tripped by Provorov. Power play. And again, Foligno this time. Power play time trickling down. Puck keeps getting cycled around. Pass down to Foligno, who's in that bumper position, just standing next to Hart, right? And he's got the stick with the puck away from Hart. Defender on his back. And in one motion, spins and hurls this puck across the crease to Krejci, who has an easy, make no mistake, just put it on net, goal. Power play goal. 4-1. Krejci gets 2 goals. I wanted that Hattie so bad for him. It never ends up happening. And that's your game. This team, man, that just can't be stopped right now. We have the Blackhawks. This is kind of game notes, but not really. We have the Blackhawks coming up on Saturday. You expect to win that game, right? Don't look past them, but you expect to win it. And then the next week is, it's Tampa. I think it's Carolina. I think Vegas is in there. I think Tampa's in there again. Like, There are real contending teams next week. We're going to learn a lot about this team. You want to have a winning record through those games? You're not going to win them all. That's not going to happen. But you feel real confident. 15-2, man. We have 30 points out of the first 34 possible points. I mean, that's well on your way to making the playoffs, which is the goal. The goal isn't the President's Trophy. The first goal is make the playoffs. Second goal is have a higher seed in the playoffs. Third goal, well, I guess win round 1. Fourth goal, win round 2. Fifth goal, win round 3. Sixth goal, though, the sixth goal, Stanley Cup, baby. Also, the 80-2 dream is still alive. I forgot to say that at the beginning because I'm terrible. Real game notes, Zacha and Foligno, tremendous. Quietly tremendous in a lot of moments. Zacha, he's going to be frustrating at times. Not scoring when you feel like he should have. He's going to have that DeBrusque-itis at times where you just go, how did that not go in for you, man? But he has such a consistent ability to be in the play, to chase down the play, to create a turnover, and to see his teammates. He has pretty good vision. He's a useful guy. If the price is too big at the end of the year, then he walks and we just go, all right, whatever. But it's not a guy that you exactly don't want to keep. You know? I'm pretty happy with him. Foligno, I can't say enough good things about him right now. Just a solid, rock-solid player on that bottom six. Tremendous effort. Is lively. He beats people to pucks, which is insane to say out loud. Just a fantastic turnaround from last season that I don't think anyone expected, least of all myself. Lastly, the Bees are simply a third-period team. A one-goal lead going into the third, sure, we gave up the lead, and then we never gave up the lead. But we did allow a goal to get them kind of back into it. Whatever, lock it down, win the game. I love being a third-period team. That's fine by me, as long as you didn't screw the pooch in the first 2 periods. I would like to see a more complete effort come up soon, but pretty happy, man. You really can't be sad about anything going on here. The big dogs are the big dogs. Bottom six is contributing. Olmark is Vezina caliber right now. And the defense, everyone is so great. Carlo is on your third pair. Think about that. Stacked. You'd love to see it. Anyway, guys, it does it for me. Like, comment, subscribe. Again, I'm sorry about the hiatus and the stoppage for a little while there. But thanks for all sticking with me. We got a doozy on Saturday that I am pumped for. And I guess what I'd like to say is go Bees!